Have you ever had somebody that you look up to or somebody that you admire and you think you'd like to do things their way? Well, that's who we're scrap lifting today. Today is Scraplift Crafternoon. It's Sunday. Hi everyone, it's Kathy here, and we are lifting the amazing Tina Zerbe Campbell. She runs the 100 Pattern Paper Challenge, and for many years on my scrapbooking journey, I have seen Tina's work around and often scrap lifted her ideas. She is phenomenal. So if you haven't ever seen her, go and check out her 100 Pattern Paper Challenge and you will see her work. It is just so amazing. So today I'm very excited that we are creating one of her layouts, and it is a lovely reminder of why we scrapbook. So I have chosen to go with the scrapbooking theme as well as hers, and I've chosen this beautiful Echo Park paper that is one of their crafting ranges. So I'm going to utilize the maximum part of this layout. It is just amazing. I do love all of the colors on this, and I am pulling in some scraps from this collection that I've already used for another layout elsewhere. So I have got my torn pieces just as Tina has on hers, and I am dragging them down, filling in my space, and then that's going to allow me to put in this dotted piece at the bottom. Now this is an old Echo Park collection. I really like it. I can't actually tell you when it was from because it's that old. I probably have got a strip here that will tell me. Let's see. It's called I'd Rather Be Crafting, and that got printed. When did that get printed? Does it say? Nope, does not say. Well, I've had it for a very long time and I really do like it. So I thought this was perfect for this layout. I have trimmed off the branding strips, as you can see there, and I'm cutting off that little saying that says I'd rather be crafting, because who wouldn't be? And let's face it, wouldn't you rather just spend your day crafting than doing anything else? I do love the big quote there. It says, I am creative, you can't expect me to be neat and tidy as well, because you really can't. Seriously, anyone who crafts knows that you're going to get yourself into a bit of a bother with mess at some stage, and that is okay. I'm using gathered twigs here in the Distress Oxide to ink up my edges, just to put that smoky feel to it, and also to lift it from the 1-inch frame that I've done with the orange cardstock here. Now the photo that I'm using today is of myself scrapbooking with my very best buddy. I would not be a scrapbooker without this lovely person. She is my best friend. She is the person that got me into this amazing hobby that we have. And seriously, I learned everything I ever wanted to when I started from this person, and she is just my best buddy. We travel together. We've had 9 children between us. She's now got 9 grandchildren. I've got none, but she's got 9, and I keep telling her that she's the old chook because she's the nana and I'm not, but really I'm actually older than her. So this layout is to celebrate our love of our scrapbooking, and we love when we get the chance to scrapbook together. As our children were growing up, we used to spend hours sitting scrapbooking and the children would just play. Now I escape to her house and we get to scrapbook for a couple of days every few weeks, usually during the end of the term, and it's so much fun. We started throwing in little adventures when I visit, and it's just a time that we get to enjoy what we like to do and spend time together. So I thought it was perfect for this layout today. This was actually at my place, which is a rarity. We hardly ever scrap at my place, but she came down to Sydney from Newcastle and we spent the afternoon scrapping, and it was such a fun afternoon. So I just wanted to document that moment. So I'm adding in my 3 circles here at the top. I'm really trying to stay very true to Tina's layout today, to the point that I'm using pretty much every spot on the layout that she's used. I may not have the same concept or ephemera or additions, but the whole structure seems very similar, and you'll see that when you compare it to her layout and against mine. So I'm going to put down these 3 circles here. I love the stripes, they run across the page. That's going to draw your eye across there. Isn't that floral beautiful? I just love the colors in it. I love that brown with the teal and the peach. It's just a lovely color. Inside the florals there is that brighter orange where the yellow one is, and that's why I've got that frame happening. I really do like it, and it picks up the orangey color of my table, the varnish that's in that table and the floor. So that's how I was able to create a background choice of colors that matches my photo, so therefore my photo pops out. You can see all the colors from those papers in the photo themselves, and that is why my photo doesn't get lost in that busy background. I'm using some foam here to pop up my photo. I really do want it up off that background. That just adds that little bit of extra dimension and a little bit of texture. It's really nice to have a lumpy bumpy layout. I'm sorry, I am just a person that likes it. I know there are lots of people that just want their layouts flat, and that's okay for them, but for me lumpy bumpy is great. I think it's to do with my teaching, where I feel that children learn very much through tactile things, and I'm very much like that as well. I love the feel of paper. I'm a paper junkie, so the lumpier and the bumpier and the more texture there is to it, the better for me. So I'm just layering up that photo there. I am going to put foam on the back of this quote as well. What do you like? Do you like flat layouts, or do you like lumpy bumpy layouts? I'd really like to know. Put it in the comment down below. It was always interesting to find out how other crafters perceive their work and what is special to them and what is important to them. So I do love when you comment. I will get back to you as soon as I can, and it is also a great way for us to share common ideas and learn from each other, because seriously all it's about is learning from each other, and I just like to learn from other people. I am a teacher, as I have said before, and I am a lifelong learner. I just like learning new things all the time. That is why you'll never see my layouts being the same. They will always differ, because I like learning and trialing and experimenting. And seriously, I watch a lot of crafters just as you do, and I learn something new every single time I watch. And so I'm hoping that if I am inspiring you to get creative just a little bit, you give me a thumbs up. Do it right now. That's it, a thumbs up. You know you want to. And that you'll come back and watch some more of my layouts. Now I have just tucked in a little bit of coloured strip in behind that quote, just as Tina has on hers. I am pretty much, like I said, sticking to her layout, and I'm just layering up my little pieces here and there. I have used some branding strips, which is really good, and that's just building up the colours of the layout. I love how this is coming together. Those strips are allowing for a landing point. I have the quote here that comes from a Uniquely Creative kit, I believe, and it says crafty day, because that's what it was. It was our crafty day. We got together and be crafty. And then I have on the circle there that says create something new, and I'm tucking in a clock there because it was crafting time, and of course you can't do it without it being my craft obsession. And I added in the camera because we all need those photos, don't we? Because that's what scrapbooking is all about, is capturing those photos, telling the history or the important details of the moment. So don't forget that your photos really are the story, and they need to be showcased. Now, I truly believe that our scrapbooks will be a piece of history. I truly believe that in the future that historians will use our scrapbooks to see the everyday life, just as we have when we look at people's, well, even the hieroglyphs and cave paintings and all of those things. They are scrapbooking in the earliest form, telling stories of how it was and what it was like in those times. Well, this is our way of doing our own hieroglyphs or our own cave paintings. We're doing scrapbooking, creating memories for our families, but in the end will be historical pieces of information. And I really do believe that that's where they will know what it was like as we have lived through this changing world of today. So I love getting creative. I love the fact that I can showcase my photos through art, And this is what we get to do, and that's what this layout is about. It's about being celebratory of our creative skills. So do you like to scrapbook? Do you do it for creative purposes? Do you do it to tell the story? What is your reason for scrapbooking? That's a good thing to find out and share with others. So put in the comments down below. I'd really like to know your reason why you scrapbook. So I have now built my clusters. I'm happy with that. I don't want to add too much more. Tina's is a clean layout. It is very structured, and so I'm being very respectful of her style and want to keep very true to it. I'm adding in my Nouveau drops. Now this is classed as my finishing touches here, so anyone that's wondering what I class as finishing touches, this is it. I've set up my visual triangle here, as you can see. That's allowing your eye to roam around the layout. I did add like thumbnails with those Nouveau drops to that quote. That's just an extra added feature. I did pull all those extra pieces to the side, as you can see, but as per usual, there are times that you use them and then there are times that you don't, and today I don't actually need all those extra pieces. They will go back into my stash for another layout. I'm just adding in that it was I scrapped because of my friend, and that is so very true, and it was us last year when we were together at my house. So here's my layout. You can see all the layering happening across there at the top. You can see my quotes. You can see how I've built up my clusters just as Tina has on her layout, and I really love how this came together. So thank you for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate you stopping by today. It is always a pleasure having you at my channel. This is it, up close and personal. You can see that lumpy bumpy. It's so good. I love the tactile feel of it, and through my albums, they're all very tactile. So go and check out the playlist. There are 10 of us playing if everybody plays along this week, and you will be amazed at how different each and every single layout is. So this is Scraplift Crafternoon. Thanks again. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hype me. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. I'm almost going to hit that 100, oh well, that 1,000 people. That's what I want. Here's my next video for you. See you there real soon.